Islands are some of the most isolated places on Earth, and over millions of years, this isolation has led to the evolution of animals found nowhere else. From tiny, bizarre creatures with surprising adaptations to massive versions of mainland species, these animals prove that nature never stops amazing us. Get ready to meet 15 of the most incredible island species that defy expectations. The Aldabra giant tortoise, Seychelles. A true survivor of time, the Aldabra giant tortoise is one of the largest tortoises in the world. Found only in the Seychelles, these gentle giants can weigh up to 500 pounds, 250 kilograms, and live for over 150 years. Their slow metabolism and adaptability allow them to survive in harsh island environments, where freshwater is scarce. They primarily feed on grasses, leaves, and woody plant stems, consuming what little vegetation is available. These tortoises play a key role in their ecosystem by dispersing seeds and shaping vegetation patterns. They are ecosystem engineers, much like elephants in mainland environments, trampling paths and creating open spaces that benefit other species. The Aldabra Atoll, where they reside, is a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site, which has helped maintain their stable population. Despite conservation efforts, threats still exist. Rising sea levels due to climate change pose a serious risk to their habitat. Additionally, human activity, including habitat destruction and illegal trade, threatens their long-term survival. Conservation organizations continue to monitor their population closely, ensuring this prehistoric-looking species thrives for generations to come. The pygmy three-toed sloth, Panama. One of the rarest mammals in the world, the pygmy three-toed sloth is found only on the tiny island of Escudo de Veraguas off Panama's coast. This isolated island has allowed the sloth to evolve into a unique, miniature version of its mainland relatives. Weighing just 5 to 6 pounds, 2 to 3 kilograms, these sloths have adapted to life in coastal mangroves, using their long, curved claws to grip branches effortlessly. Their fur is often tinged green due to symbiotic algae growth, which provides extra camouflage against predators. This mutually beneficial relationship allows the sloth to blend seamlessly into the surrounding trees, making it harder for birds of prey to spot them. Unlike their land-dwelling relatives, these sloths are excellent swimmers and use water channels to move between mangrove trees when foraging. Sadly, habitat destruction is the biggest threat to their survival. Illegal logging of mangroves, combined with rising sea levels and human encroachment, has significantly reduced their living space. Estimates suggest that only a few hundred individuals remain in the wild. Conservation efforts are underway, with scientists and environmentalists advocating for the expansion of protected areas and stricter conservation laws. Despite their slow-moving nature, the fate of this fascinating species depends on swift action to protect their fragile ecosystem. The blue-footed booby, Ecuador, Galapagos Islands. One of the Galapagos Islands' most famous residents, the blue-footed booby, gets its name from its brilliantly colored feet. These feet serve as a direct indicator of the bird's health and genetic fitness. Males showcase their vibrant blue feet in a comical dance to attract mates. The brighter the feet, the healthier the bird. Scientists have found that females are more likely to choose mates with vivid blue feet because the coloration is linked to a strong immune system and good overall health. Blue-footed boobies are expert divers and can plunge into the ocean from great heights to catch fish. They have excellent vision and can spot schools of fish from the sky before diving in at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour. They also have specialized air sacs in their skulls to cushion the impact when they hit the water. Despite their thriving population in the Galapagos, threats exist. Overfishing has led to a decline in the availability of fish, impacting the boobies' food supply. Pollution, climate change, and habitat degradation further put pressure on their breeding grounds. Conservation efforts, including stricter fishing regulations and habitat protection, are crucial to ensuring these quirky birds continue to thrive. Their amusing courtship dance has made them a favorite among wildlife enthusiasts, and their unique behaviors highlight the importance of preserving the delicate ecosystems of the Galapagos. The Tasmanian devil, Australia, Tasmania. Famous for their ferocious temperament, Tasmanian devils are the largest carnivorous marsupials on Earth. Despite their small dog-like size, they have one of the strongest bites in the animal kingdom, capable of exerting forces of up to 553 N-Newton, strong enough to crush bones and consume entire carcasses, including fur and bones. This scavenger behavior plays a critical role in maintaining ecosystem balance by preventing the spread of disease from decomposing carcasses. Tasmanian devils are nocturnal and highly territorial. They communicate through loud, eerie screeches and aggressive posturing, which has contributed to their devilish reputation. Though they are usually solitary animals, they will gather in groups when feeding, engaging in dramatic, snarling disputes over food. Unfortunately, Tasmanian devil populations have plummeted due to a contagious facial tumor disease, DFTD, a rare type of transmissible cancer that spreads through biting. This disease has wiped out over 90% of their population in some areas, making it one of the greatest conservation concerns in Australia. Efforts to save the species include breeding programs, disease-free sanctuaries, and research into possible treatments for DFTD. The Save the Tasmanian Devil program has relocated healthy individuals to uninfected areas to ensure their survival. While cartoon character Tas may have exaggerated their behavior, real Tasmanian devils are fascinating creatures with a vital role in the island's ecosystem. Protecting them is essential to maintaining Tasmania's natural heritage. The Jamaican iguana, Jamaica. Once believed to be extinct, the Jamaican iguana was rediscovered in 1990 after being unseen for decades. This reptile, reaching up to 5 feet (1.5 meters) in length and weighing around 15 pounds (7 kilograms), plays a vital role in its ecosystem as a seed disperser, helping to regenerate Jamaica's forests. Found in the remote and rocky Hell's Higher Hills, this species relies on dense vegetation and limestone outcrops to thrive. The primary threats to the Jamaican iguana include habitat loss and invasive predators such as mongoose, dogs, and cats, which prey on both the adult iguanas and their eggs. To counteract this, conservationists launched the Jamaican Iguana Recovery Program, which includes habitat protection, breeding and release programs, and predator control efforts. Thanks to these initiatives, several hundred juvenile iguanas have been successfully reintroduced into the wild, leading to a slow but hopeful recovery. However, their survival is still fragile, and continued conservation efforts are essential to prevent a second extinction. The Wallace's flying frog, Borneo. Named after renowned naturalist Alfred Wallace, the Wallace's flying frog is a marvel of evolution. This arboreal amphibian, native to the dense rainforests of Borneo and parts of Southeast Asia, can glide astonishing distances of up to 50 feet (15 meters) between trees using its large webbed feet. Unlike typical frogs that rely on hopping, this species utilizes its aerodynamic adaptations to evade predators and efficiently navigate its canopy home. Wallace's flying frog is medium-sized, growing up to 4 inches (10 centimeters) in length, with bright green skin and striking yellow sides that provide excellent camouflage. Its large toe pads allow it to grip onto tree branches, making it a highly specialized climber. At night, it becomes active, feeding on insects and small invertebrates. Unfortunately, deforestation poses a significant threat to this fascinating frog. The destruction of its rainforest habitat due to logging, agriculture, and urban development has led to a population decline. Conservationists are working to protect its habitat through reforestation efforts and legal protections to ensure that this incredible gliding amphibian continues to thrive in the wild. The Indri, Madagascar. The Indri, one of Madagascar's most iconic species, is also one of its most unusual. As the largest living lemur, it can grow up to 3 feet (90 centimeters) in length and weigh between 13 to 20 pounds (6 to 9 kilograms). Unlike most lemurs, the Indri has only a vestigial tail, making its body appear more like a small primate. However, what truly sets it apart is its eerie, wailing calls that can be heard from miles away, serving as a communication tool between family groups. Living in the dense rainforests of eastern Madagascar, the Indri is an expert climber and primarily feeds on leaves, flowers, and fruits. Its powerful legs allow it to leap more than 30 feet (9 meters) between trees, making it one of the most agile primates in the world. Despite its unique adaptations, the Indri is facing an uncertain future. Rapid deforestation due to slash-and-burn agriculture, illegal logging, and habitat fragmentation has drastically reduced its population. Additionally, its specialized diet makes relocation and captive breeding efforts extremely challenging. Conservation programs focus on habitat protection and local community education to ensure that future generations of Madagascar's people and wildlife can continue to hear the haunting call of the Indri. The Hawaiian monk seal, Hawaiian Islands. The Hawaiian monk seal is one of the rarest marine mammals on Earth, with fewer than 1,400 individuals left in the wild. Found only in the Hawaiian Islands, this species is one of 2 remaining monk seal species and is considered a living fossil, having existed for millions of years with little evolutionary change. These seals grow to about 7 feet, 2.1 meters, in length and weigh between 375 to 450 pounds, 170 to 205 kilograms. They have sleek, silvery gray coats and large, expressive eyes that help them hunt in deep waters. Their diet consists mainly of fish, squid, octopus, and crustaceans, which they catch during long foraging dives of up to 500 feet, 150 meters, below the ocean's surface. Hawaiian monk seals face multiple threats, including habitat loss, entanglement in fishing gear, and food scarcity due to overfishing. Additionally, rising ocean temperatures and pollution pose significant risks to their fragile ecosystem. Conservation efforts by organizations such as NOAA have focused on rescue and rehabilitation programs, habitat protection, and public awareness campaigns to prevent further decline. One of the most crucial conservation measures involves protecting their birthing beaches. Female monk seals return to the same beaches every year to give birth and nurse their pups, making these sites critical for species survival. Conservationists monitor these areas and work to reduce human disturbance, ensuring that these incredible creatures continue to inhabit Hawaii's pristine waters for generations to come. The Sri Lankan elephant, Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankan elephant is the largest subspecies of the Asian elephant and is found exclusively in Sri Lanka. These majestic animals play a vital role in their ecosystem, helping to shape forests and grasslands through their feeding habits. Males can reach up to 11 feet, 3.4 meters, in height and weigh as much as 12,000 pounds, 5.4 tons, while females are slightly smaller. They are highly intelligent, social creatures with strong family bonds, often living in matriarchal herds. Despite their revered status in Sri Lankan culture and religion, the population of Sri Lankan elephants has drastically declined due to habitat loss and human-wildlife conflict. As human populations expand, elephants are forced into smaller habitats, leading to increased encounters with humans. Crop raiding often results in retaliation, further endangering their numbers. It is estimated that only around 5,000 to 6,000 individuals remain in the wild. Conservation efforts include protected reserves, elephant corridors, and ecotourism initiatives aimed at reducing conflict between humans and elephants. Organizations such as the Sri Lanka Wildlife Conservation Society work tirelessly to monitor populations and develop strategies to protect these gentle giants. The establishment of wildlife corridors that connect fragmented habitats has been crucial in allowing elephants to migrate safely, reducing the chances of dangerous human-elephant interactions. Without further conservation measures, these iconic animals could face a bleak future. The Lord Howe Island stick insect, Australia. Once thought extinct, the Lord Howe Island stick insect, also known as the tree lobster, is one of the rarest insects on the planet. Native to Lord Howe Island off the coast of Australia, this large, flightless insect was believed to have disappeared in the 1920s after an invasive rat species decimated its population. However, in 2001, researchers made a groundbreaking discovery when they found a small population clinging to the sheer rock faces of Ball's Pyramid, a remote volcanic outcrop 12 miles, 20 kilometers, from Lord Howe Island. These insects can grow up to 6 inches, 15 centimeters, in length and have a robust, armored exoskeleton. Their dark brown coloration helps them blend into tree bark, making them difficult for predators to spot. Unlike many stick insects that rely on mimicry, the tree lobster is an active and nocturnal species, hiding during the day and coming out at night to feed on vegetation. Since its rediscovery, a captive breeding program led by Melbourne Zoo has successfully increased their population, with hopes of reintroducing them to Lord Howe Island. Conservationists are also working on eradicating invasive rats from the island to ensure their survival. The Lord Howe Island stick insect serves as an inspiring example of how dedicated conservation efforts can bring species back from the brink of extinction. The Pemba flying fox, Tanzania. The Pemba flying fox is a rare species of fruit bat found only on Pemba Island, located off the coast of Tanzania. These bats are among the largest in the world, with an impressive wingspan of over 5 feet, 1.6 meters, and a body length of around 12 inches, 30 centimeters. Unlike many smaller bat species that use echolocation, the Pemba flying fox relies on its excellent vision and keen sense of smell to locate ripe fruit. This bat plays a crucial ecological role by acting as a natural seed disperser. As it feeds on mangoes, figs, and other tropical fruits, it helps regenerate forests by spreading seeds over large areas. However, for much of the 20th century, the Pemba flying fox faced significant threats due to deforestation and hunting for bushmeat, which led to a drastic decline in its population. Conservation programs initiated in the 1990s, including the establishment of protected forest reserves and community education initiatives, have successfully helped increase their numbers. Today, their population is estimated to be over 20,000 individuals, a significant recovery from their critically endangered status. Continued conservation efforts, including sustainable farming practices and protection of their roosting sites, are essential to ensure the long-term survival of these gentle giants. The Marquesan kingfisher, French Polynesia. The Marquesan kingfisher is a critically endangered bird species found only on a few islands in the Marquesas archipelago in French Polynesia. This stunning bird is characterized by its striking blue and white plumage, large head and long, sharp beak, which it uses to catch insects, small reptiles, and occasionally crustaceans. Unlike many other kingfishers that inhabit rivers and lakes, the Marquesan kingfisher has adapted to dry forests, scrublands, and open landscapes. It hunts by perching on branches and scanning the ground below before diving down to snatch its prey. Unfortunately, habitat destruction due to agriculture, deforestation, and invasive predators such as rats and feral cats have pushed this species to the brink of extinction. With fewer than 500 individuals remaining in the wild, conservationists are working to protect their habitat and control invasive species. Efforts include reforestation projects, predator control programs, and the establishment of protected areas where these birds can thrive. Education campaigns are also being carried out to raise awareness among local communities about the importance of preserving their unique wildlife. The Marquesan kingfisher is a symbol of the fragile balance of island ecosystems. Without immediate intervention, this rare and beautiful bird could vanish forever. Conservationists continue to push for stronger protections, ensuring that future generations can witness the splendor of this extraordinary island species. The New Caledonian giant gecko, New Caledonia. The New Caledonian giant gecko, also known as Rhacodactylus leachianus, is the world's largest gecko species. This nocturnal reptile can grow up to 14 inches, 36 centimeters, in length and weigh over 7 ounces, 200 grams, making it a true giant in the gecko world. Found exclusively in the forests of New Caledonia, this species thrives in both lowland and mountainous regions, where it remains well camouflaged among tree bark and foliage. Unlike many other geckos, the New Caledonian giant gecko has a deep, resonant call that sounds eerily like growling, which is why locals sometimes refer to it as the devil in the trees. These geckos are primarily arboreal and use their sticky toe pads and prehensile tails to navigate their forested environment. Their diet consists of insects, small vertebrates, and fruit, making them omnivorous hunters. Threats to the species include habitat destruction, deforestation, and illegal pet trade, as their size and unique vocalizations make them highly sought after in the exotic pet market. Conservation efforts are being made to preserve their natural habitat and regulate trade, ensuring that this extraordinary gecko continues to thrive in the wild. The red-capped mangabey, Equatorial Guinea. The red-capped mangabe is a striking species of primate found in the dense rainforests of Bioko Island, part of Equatorial Guinea. This highly social monkey is easily recognized by its deep red crown, white body, and dark face, making it one of the most visually striking primates in the world. Adults typically measure about 20 to 24 inches, 50 to 60 centimeters, in body length, with long tails aiding in their balance as they navigate the treetops. These primates are incredibly agile and are known for their powerful vocalizations, which include loud barks and yelps used to communicate with group members and warn of predators. Living in large troops, they form complex social hierarchies that help them thrive in their environment. Unfortunately, the red-capped mangabe faces severe threats due to habitat loss, illegal hunting, and the bushmeat trade. The destruction of rainforests for agriculture and logging has led to fragmentation of their natural habitat, making it difficult for populations to remain connected and stable. Conservation efforts are focusing on protecting remaining forest areas, raising awareness about the threats they face, and implementing sustainable land use practices to prevent further decline. With fewer than 10,000 individuals left in the wild, the survival of the red-capped mangabe depends on continued conservation measures and public support for protecting their unique rainforest home. The long-beaked echidna, Papua New Guinea. The long-beaked echidna is one of the most unusual mammals on the planet. Found only in the remote forests of Papua New Guinea and a few surrounding islands, this egg-laying mammal belongs to a rare group called monotremes, which also includes the platypus. These incredible creatures can grow up to 3 feet, 1 meter, in length and weigh between 11 to 22 pounds, 5 to 10 kilograms, making them significantly larger than their short-beaked relatives. Unlike most mammals, echidnas lay eggs. The female lays a single, leathery egg and carries it in a temporary pouch until it hatches. After about 10 days, a tiny, jelly bean-sized baby, called a puggle, emerges and continues to develop inside the mother's pouch until it can survive on its own. The long-beaked echidna primarily feeds on earthworms and insects, using its elongated, flexible snout to probe the soil and rotting logs. Its sticky tongue helps capture prey with remarkable efficiency. Despite being perfectly adapted to its environment, this species is critically endangered due to habitat destruction, hunting, and low reproductive rates. Indigenous communities have historically hunted echidnas for their meat, and deforestation continues to threaten their survival. Conservation organizations are working to protect their forest habitats and engage local communities in efforts to preserve this extraordinary species. The long-beaked echidna is one of the most enigmatic and mysterious creatures on Earth, and protecting it is crucial to maintaining the biodiversity of Papua New Guinea's rainforests. These extraordinary animals highlight the beauty and fragility of island ecosystems. Many face severe threats, but conservation efforts offer hope. Which of these island-dwelling creatures fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing wildlife stories.